Hello everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, just a little bit of thing there. If you've been watching this, then you will have realized that the game audio has been kind of screwed since the first part. Which I didn't realize, unfortunately, until I did the last editing there on Tuesday's video. So I went into settings and audio, because I didn't know why, because I didn't really play with these at all when I first turned it on. Like, I turned it on, I looked, and it's like, oh, music, sound effects, and dialogue. Okay, that's about what I have them at. I didn't really do anything with these two. Now, this was at wide cinema, and this was at surround instead of stereo, so I changed them both. I don't know which one fixed it, but I did a little test where I started up this next thing, let the guy talk while I recorded it, stopped the recording, went, checked, and it worked. It came through perfectly fine. You could hear them. So, if on this recording, the audio is still fucked, I will have zero idea how to fix it, because what I'm hearing and what the file plays is apparently different than what the file plays when it's in the editor, and I don't know how to fix that. Hopefully it's just fixed now. I don't have any of the old files with me right now to check. I didn't think of going and checking before I started to record, so hopefully it's fixed, and I'll just have to do something similar for Darksiders 3 to get that fixed as well, but I don't remember seeing a stereo surround option in there.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right it's worth investigating.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
So, since last part, I did go in and
we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Put in my skill points and that I got, because I remember I leveled up last time and then for some reason just never put the skill points in. But now that we got the power back on, we can go into some of these buildings that we couldn't get into before. Do a little more digging that we couldn't do before.
Could talk.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be
What? I might be, and then he just kind of cut off there. Was it because I took this off? So anyway, yeah, this is something Sam can do because there's so many sensors and cameras and everything in these buildings.
It actually worked. Is there audio?
compiling now.
We can't survive another attack. The storms and radiation were already killing us. Now we've got those things.
We can't return to the Nexus with our tails between our legs. The whole station is counting on us.
Then they're counting on corpses.
Damn, that's grim.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a thing that you can do in a few places throughout the game where you can pop in, and I think it only works in initiative places.
Bill Cox thinks I'm crazy, but I know what I saw. Eyes on the mountain, watching us. We're not alone out here.
This log was recorded a day before the first Ket ambush on Site 1.
The Ket scouted them out.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not stupid. They're not the smartest things based on their combat tactics against me, but, you know, they're still not stupid. That's for sure. Alright. God, that ship is big. You never really got... not that I can remember anyway, you never really got to see the Normandy, like, up this close. I don't... Not that I remember anyway. Maybe you did, and I'm just forgetting... Okay. Let's get off the rock. Now I think any of these ones that I have to open like that are probably... Were probably closed, eh?
Another code, like we already found.
New entry needs to stop. Yeah, that's... Okay, so we were in this building once already. which is weird. I didn't think that I could get into these ones. Also, don't remember what those codes
I have
are
enough
for.
sensory data to reconstruct an image. I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Oh, there we go.
You step outside recently. There's nothing golden about Eos.
Not saying there won't be challenges, but we can do this, Wilcox. We have to. It's like we're listening to ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, well, we are. I mean, they're dead, right? I mean, to be fair, there's no reason why we can't do this with people who are alive. I mean, it's just what... It's literally the walls are talking. So, I mean, alive people were in there, too. Which makes it strange that, like, why it's these recordings that it's, why these recordings are the ones that are being played, like... Because technically anything that happened in that building should be playable. But since that it, but like these are the only parts of it that will play. That building, I do believe, it wasn't locked, it was blocked, right? Like there was just a bunch of crates and shit in front of the door. Yeah, look at that, ooh. Water purifier, yeah, that one was just blocked off. I don't think that there's any... Yeah, I'm not sure if it's faster to do any of that. Somehow I doubt it. This isn't really one of those games. Well, obviously it's faster to like go over stuff than to go around it, but I mean, that's different. So one of these doors I remember was, yeah, this one. There's containers in here. It was definitely this one that we couldn't get into before. Their audio log? Nope. Supply situation. They divided the rations again. Tonight's menu, soup with a couple of crackers each. Hope we're not too hungry to prop up the south building tomorrow, but there's nothing else for it. Can't forage because the weather's deadly. Can't grow crops in those winds, and the Nexus can't feed us and themselves. No, don't think about it. There's talk going around of getting back to the Nexus, but if we can't find an answer, who can? We dared to put our boot prints here. We were first. Me and Theo promised to stick it out even if we end up being the last. See, now, once again, right,
All
like...
these challenges, and the colonists still tried to tough it out.
Nobody told them what they were in for.
Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Because, like, here's the thing, right? Like, they said that we were a year late, which means that they had been sent up here. And from what they said, they were sent here first. Oh, yeah, I know what that's about. And they were just supposed to set up the Nexus. Like, they should have been, like, they would have been sent here with enough food and that to get the Nexus up and running in preparation for the Ark's arrivals, right?
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
But yeah, so like, to me, that would mean that they were sent here with enough supplies and everything that once they arrived, they could get the Nexus up and running and everything. Before we got here, they could get the Nexus finished. They could do maybe some preliminary stuff, but nothing major, right? But here they are. We were only a year late, and they have tried and failed twice to settle on this planet. Tired of the new pin design on the shelters today. Only time will tell if they actually hold together when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Shorty's pitching for an evac back to the Nexus. Too many Ket, not enough water, no hope, he says. I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. Can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the Ket made me wonder about leaving too. But I asked him what I asked myself. What's back on the Nexus for Pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed on for? It has to be. Because, yeah, it still doesn't make sense that they're doing as much as they are for the purposes of this, you know?
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Yeah, so actually if we go to the journal, additional tasks, collect area resources and craft a weapon. So I think as long as I craft any weapon, so I'll find one that's easy on the resources, which is probably going to be that one, eh? Although the pistols will probably 80, 40, 10, 80, 40, 10, 80, 40, 10, 40, 10. All right, so let's see. We have 227 fluorine, 208 cadmium. What about iron? I saw iron, didn't I? Maybe not. Nickel, fluoride, cadmium, lithium. Oh, I guess iron is the first one, duh. Okay, so it looks like fluoride is our top one. So I guess I'll make this for no reason. Development successful. Hey, there we go. Just to complete the task. And that didn't actually let us track down the signal. I kind of assumed it would, but maybe not. So I imagine we'll be getting PB right away here. Also, this is clearly where the thing
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
hold to track. Nope. So yeah, this here is the first one of these. We don't have to do a whole lot for these. It's literally, we'll get them just, yeah. So like as we go by them, generally drive by them on this planet specifically, well, on most of the planets, it'll just call one down.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Yeah.
Downloading Nomad Crate access code.
So yeah, and then you can resupply here. Habitat 1 named EOS does not match initiative pre-flight profiles. Advanced predictives are no longer applicable. Perimeters require 94% rework. And then known, da-da-da-da-da. Whoops. And then the multiple deployment, you know, climate, season, just gives you extra details on stuff on the planet. Now, outside of that, whenever you come near one, it'll automatically refresh all of your energy, your ammo, anything like that. You can change your loadout here, which is honestly, you don't use that very often either. The main thing that you use these for are just to resupply your ammo, especially once we get all 4 of our weapon slots unlocked, which after I get the assault turret and get it upgraded will probably be the next things. In fact, I may even just decide to do that next. I think that's under here, right? Versatility in battle. Is this the one? Yeah, I need to go in here to get more of my weapon loadouts, but I need 9 skill points invested in combat first. So we'll actually go with assault rifles here because I got 5 points. We'll bump that up because I do like my assault rifles. Where's barricade? Boost shield regeneration for everyone who... Oh yeah. It's basically, it gives you cover when there is no cover. It is also actually rather good, and since I still have 1 loadout... Oh yeah, because I already got my turret, didn't I? When I upgraded everything, I got it. So yeah, now that I have my turret, I'll put a little bit into here as well, which will put my barricade there, which is perfect. All right. So yeah, you can only have 3 powers at one time, which is all right. It does mean that I generally don't go for anything that I don't already have. Like I basically upgrade whatever powers I plan on using a lot of and then just ignore everything that isn't a passive ability. Yeah. I might change my armor up in between parts as well. And then here we go. And we got some blueprints for it. So this here is the Nomad. You can upgrade this thing as well. There isn't honestly too much to upgrade on it.
Man should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, current mining zone strength out of zone. It's because there's nothing to mine here. The only places you can mine are around forward operating posts, and that's not something you can do here specifically. As you can see, as we leave, we have radiation, which is the main issue of this place. And since it's a level 1 hazard...
Can't get traction.
Oh, hang on.
It's too steep.
Yes, we
Switch to
can.
Six-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap.
But yeah, there's some upgrades that'll... I can't remember if there's one that gives you more traction.
Remember the Nomad's jump jets?
Yeah.
They'll get you over most obstacles.
And then there's also a boost.
Got it. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
On this planet, as you can see, I was following actual tracks. That's more or less the roads on this planet. That there's not... Oh, whoops. How do I exit B? Okay. Yeah, and also when you're in the Nomad, if you hold Y, you'll just go straight back to the Tempest. And I can't remember if PB is here. She's at one of these.
I'm picking up initiative tech nearby from above us.
Yeah, it's up there.
There, look, up near that scaffolding.
Yeah, so if I go over here... I don't think we can actually complete that anyway. So that there is one of the puzzles. Oh, whoops. They are all over Remnant tech.
It's slippery, but there's a great view!
Who'd be crazy enough to carry heavy equipment up there?
Oh, I know someone
You should
who
now
is.
be able to interface, Pathfinder.
Oh, yeah, these are initiative scanners. I don't know what that one's scanning. This one is supposed to be scanning that symbol. Is that all of it? There that is. Now, there is also usually chests around here. A little bit of Remnant tech there. Scan that. I don't think that the... Yeah, I don't think that the chests show up on the scanner. That might be... Maybe that's an upgrade you can get. I vaguely remember having like a way to find the chests easier, but that could just be... Oh.
Someone's shuttle. Pretty banged up, but space-worthy.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't... Yeah, I think we might actually get PB right here. In all honesty. I say get her. She doesn't join us right away. But she might show up here. And then I don't remember if we
Building
get
connection.
draft
I
right away.
apologize for any discomfort. The system seems unstable.
This what happened when my dad tried doing this?
Your father interfaced directly with the atmosphere processor. That proved extremely hazardous. These structures could reveal its control center. System remains unstable. Doubling our power input might accelerate the process.
I'll give it a shot.
Wait! Back up, literally.
Whoa! Easy. You've come this far. Just let it ride. I've been studying this tech for months. I don't know how you activated those glyphs, but you have to let them cycle through their channels. It's going to be all right. Trust me, okay? I know. Who am I? I mean, it's obvious who you are. I saw the ship swoop in. You're a Pathfinder. Was beginning to think the initiative just made you guys up so the rest of us wouldn't lose hope, but you're for real, huh?
Are you for real? You were going to tell me who you are.
I might just be the solution to all your problems. Well, look at that.
System has stabilized. I'm establishing a connection.
Oh, crap.
Oh, shit. Oh no, we woke up the...
I know these things from Habitat 7!
Later! Just take them out!
Ugh.
Keep targeting that one! They make little bots!
Which one? So yeah, the observers will repair any that are damaged. They'll fly around and repair them. And then some of those
Not
ones that
bad.
walk around will make
My
little
first
robots
angle
to
with the
chase you.
Remnant was a lot messier.
The Remnant?
These monoliths, the Observer and Assembler bots, they're all the remnants of something much bigger. But that's too long. Ugh, I hate long. So, the Remnant. Like, my name's better as PB.
Thanks for helping with those things. I'm Ryder.
You're a mystery. I've been studying those glyphs for months, and then you arrive and poof, solved.
I saw this tech clear the skies on Habitat 7. We're hoping it could do the same for EOS.
Huh. Atmosphere manipulation? Maybe. Fits the model. All Remnant tech is connected. You interfaced with this monolith somehow, and now it's pinging the others. If you wake them up too, they must lead to whatever master switch might fix the radiation.
Interface with the monoliths, follow the connection to the source. Easy enough.
Sure. Just don't piss off too many observers. Here, take my nav points. I've got to figure this interfacing out. Just be careful. This planet's all kinds of strange.
Alright. So yeah, that's PB. She doesn't join us immediately. Oh yeah, I guess we can scan that. Can I scan my own turret? No. Oh, alright. I was trying to put it away. I don't know how to put it away. As it turns out, I just know how to blow it up. Alright. I heard a beep there, but I don't know what that was for. I was hoping that some of the observers and that might still be alive, but the Remnant you have to scan beforehand. Otherwise, yeah, they kind of go boom when they die.
Fascinating, huh? Oh, this is the kind of stuff that gets you out of bed in the morning, too?
Solving alien mysteries on hostile worlds? Do you need to ask?
A man after my own heart. Follow my nav points, figure out those monoliths, and we can both get some answers.
Is anyone else camped out on EOS?
There's the Ket, Clancy's salvagers, one angry old man.
Who do you mean?
Let's just say he's here to squish Ket, and doesn't care whose gear he tramples.
We'll find him right away.
How did you get here? After what happened with the outposts, I didn't expect to run into anyone.
I had a ride. Had to fudge the flight plan a little. The Nexus didn't want to risk anyone else. Or let people see how rough it got. Sad. But there's still so much here. And some of us want to find it. We didn't come all this way to sit on our hands.
The bots we're seeing, you had names for them?
I had to call them something. The observers fly around spying on anyone who touches this tech. The assembler ones make other Remnant. Not sure how yet. Maybe manufacturing or 3D printing. And breachers smash into anything they don't like. Which is us. Easy to remember.
Is PB a typical Asari name?
Never heard it in my hunter's days.
Oh, you know things? Good for you. I know other things. It's a name. Good enough and short enough. For now.
We're hoping this tech can fix the atmosphere and make EOS livable. Think it's possible?
Yes. Maybe. Possibly? This tech is so new. I mean, old here, but new to us? Who knows what it can do?
How old is it exactly?
It's been dormant for centuries, which I guess isn't actually that old. Huh. But long enough for conditions here to get royally screwed up, if they really are connected.
Well, I'll head out.
Yes, so much to investigate. Let's get to it.
Alright. Where the hell did I park? Oh, there we go. Is there... Oh, alright. I was going to say, is there a way to ping the Nomad? But no, it's that it's on the top of the screen. So yeah, like, as you saw there when we leave, we have... there you go. Radiation hazard, level 1. Which isn't bad. It doesn't really... I don't think it affects the Nomad's life support at all. If it does, it's very minor. But if we stray too far right now...
Pathfinder, another deceased colonist.
If you get me their name, I'll update the records and tag the body for recovery.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, come on. There we go. Also, what is...
Avante, Tegan C. Radiation got to her.
There we go. Get some platinum. You don't get very much platinum or fluoride or anything from those things, but it's still a little bit. I think finding all the dead bodies might be a side mission or anything or something. But anyway, like I was saying, if you
When they
go
sent the first
off
colonists down
course
here,
right
everyone was so
now,
excited. After all the shit the Nexus had been through, we finally had something to believe in. Then the reports came back.
This time will be different.
Yeah, I'm more than ready to believe again.
I'm not sure if the level 1 hazards ever clear, actually, so I might actually go back and do that. But anyway, if you hit up an area that is more, like right now, since that we're out of the Nomad, our life support will start going down. Scan that. Scan the breacher. Oh. There we go. For the most part, the animals that you fight will scourge energy pockets. Yeah. Anyway, these areas here, maybe not. Oh, fuck.
Radiation levels are severe. Seek safety immediately.
Yeah, don't step into it. That's real bad for you. We got one chest there. There are some areas like this that you can find that have a little bit more of like a platforming aspect to them, and you can find a bunch of chests on them, but that one's just a single chest. But yeah, if at all possible, before you kill something, because like right there, I want to do it. But yeah, as you saw, when I left the Nomad, my life support started to go down. Obviously, when I stepped in the thing, it went down more. So right now there are areas on the planet that are level 2 and 3 radiation. And I think once you hit 3, it starts to affect the Nomad. And I don't remember if 2 affects the Nomad or not, or if it's just bad if you come out of it. I need to go to the right and around. This planet here is, I'm trying to think, I think it might be more or less the only one that you actually have to like follow roads for. The rest, like the next planet we go to, I guess we might have a choice of which planet we go to second. But there's another planet that you use the Nomad on that it's just big and flat. Like there isn't really any, like you don't.
Activating
Oh,
automated forward station
there we go.
deployment.
See, you don't even have to get close to them in the forward station to
Clear.
come down.
That spot is shelter, water, stable ground.
It was initially overlooked due to heavy kept presence at the nearby Remnant structure, but it would be an excellent outpost site.
Yeah, down
Captain
there is what
Remnant.
they're talking about.
Seems you can't find one without the other. So, if we clear the skies, this might be our new home.
Oh yeah, but see, as you can see, current
Site
zone
one
strength
folks were
rich.
interested in the monoliths too.
Did they learn anything?
Mostly what you learn the hard way. But hey, now you're here.
But yeah, so like this here is how you mine. Once a forward station comes down, you drive around within the zone. Or actually, no, that's not even true. When a forward station comes down, it will mark zones on your map. See, basic mining zone rich. And then like in an area around that zone, you can start mining until it gets depleted. And you obviously can't tell, but as you drive around, you can see the little things there. And like as those lines get higher, the controller will vibrate, and then you just need to find like where it's. I just want to find one spot. With some good. I don't remember exactly how high it can get, but if we find a good spot here. See, like once the lines turn white, that generally indicates that it's a decent spot to throw down a mining probe. So hang on, we'll just get back where the aluminum is. Load it up again. There we go. And then right bumper will launch a mining drone. And then that'll come down and do its job. And then that just stays there forever. And then, yeah, you just keep driving around the area, planting down more and more. Oh, is there another one like right here? No, not this side. Maybe that side. Oh, God. Oh, hang on. Fuck it. I don't care enough to... It's honestly better to do that in the 6-wheel drive mode, just because it's a little bit slower than the other mode.
More Remnant bots. These ones don't seem hostile.
There's an observer. Oh, is that an assembler? It is. Oh. Stupid observers. And that's the breacher. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I actually, you know what? Oh. I clear them? Nope, one more. I don't know where the it is though.
All taken care of.
Okay, one of them got him anyway. Got my ass kicked there a little bit. And that doesn't get me anything. Ooh, but the container will. So you don't really ever get anything good out of the containers, especially once you decide like what weapons you want for... Oh, hang on, let me... Alright, well for some reason it's not. Yeah, well. Especially once you figure out what weapons you want to research in that.
Above.
Oh, what's above? I don't know. Anyway, let's interface with this. There we go.
Interface successful, Pathfinder.
Bet we can get up there.
Right, there's one. Oh, there we go. There could very well. Oh, then you want to also keep your eye out for these things, because these here just give you Remnant. Remnant research. Like, that's all that they're for. That one didn't give me very much. They usually give you more than that.
Additional glyphs in the area.
But yeah, for the most part, this is more or less all that you need to do with the Remnant
I'll need
stuff.
to use the interface that controls this.
Just boot, and then it'll do that. Once we get into like the main place here, we'll come across a lot more of that. That is a lot more involved. Then you also have some like this. They show you what all they're connected to, and then like, hey, look, it's shields. And then you can also remove them if you so choose. Now, what I'm curious about...
Lexi, found another colony.
Yes. Okay, so if you don't know what this is, it's Sudoku. All it is you need to put a glyph, or you need to have one of each glyph in every row, column, or row and column and square, which means that like this one can't be that. There we go. Like this one here's a really easy one because like it already had 3 in there, which means that one has to be that one. And if that one has to be that one, then that one has to be that one. And then also there's 3 across here, which means this one has to be that one, you know? So you have to have one of each in everything, and you cannot have the same one in the same hole. So like that. Once again, they're not hard, and this one is especially easy. I don't remember what happens if you get it wrong. That looks right. Success. But you can also find Remnant decryption keys in certain loot places from certain areas, and you can just use that to override it.
I see pathways lighting up all over. The monoliths are resonating. QEC contact?
Well, whatever's happening, they're definitely connecting.
You did good. Keep doing more.
Nope. I'll check. I did get a few containers, and...
Seriously? Can't catch a break.
Well, maybe we can catch a little one and get this. There we go.
Pavlov, Amira S.
Got it. Thanks, Ryder.
What's really weird, though, is that, like... Oh. Is, like, he did that, right? Which, sure. But like, he didn't seem to care about like the other people that were there. There we go. Oh, I think they got a big boy over there. Oh, I think she got him though. Yep.
Is it just me? Or do Kets seem to appear everywhere we find Remnant tech?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh, I don't have any more ammo for that. That's a shame. I'm sure I'll find more though. Okay. Nothing left to scan. In all honesty, I generally put these things away rather than bring them up, especially when I have my barricade there, just because all it does is give the enemy cover. I think I might have all of the... Oh, there's some ammo. There we go. Alright, so I think that... Oh, there's a data pad here and some remains. Grab that. What does this say?
We're so close. I just know it. Once we get that linguist, we'll crack it. There's so much tech here. It has to help. Then I can see Carrie again. It's been a slow start, but we got this. Oh no. No!
Oh, they pissed off the Remnant.
Damn it.
The Remnant aren't all bots and maybe blue skies. Stay careful.
They were saving any data they could, in case it helped the next try.
That's us. The next try is us.
Yeah, it is. Alright. Next one is over there. So we can just pop off to our left here, hopefully. Now, thankfully, as you probably noticed when I took my dive there off the top of that thing, there isn't a huge amount of fall damage in this game. I'm not actually sure if there is any. But for the Nomad, there really isn't.
When everywhere was labeled H with a bunch of numbers?
Your dad put those readings up in his office. Knew them all by heart. Wonder what those worlds really looked like then. And now.
Well, I mean, we've been to quite a few of them that still just have an H in their name. I guess whoever sets foot on them first gets to name them or something. Because, I mean, if it's the first person to scan them, I got a lot of naming to get done. And this ain't No Man's Sky, and I'm not taking the time to do that. Alright. Yeah, so this here is where we find our Krogan. Whoops.
That looks like a cat facility of some kind.
Those assholes took over my best research site. They won't let you near the monolith without a fight.
That's fine. I can fight. Oh, Oof. Oh, there's a big boy up there.
Cat incoming!
Not behind me, are they? Oh. Yeah, no, they're up there. There you are. An anointed one. You mind? Veteran not being in front of me. Yeah, it was. Now let's move up. I can get my turret planted. Which will be very useful if I can get it in a good position.
Hostile shuttle.
There we go. Sounds like my turret's doing some work. Oh, it looks like they already blew it up. Well, that'll work. Not gonna lie, until I get some upgrades into that turret, it's not the most useful thing ever. Oh my. Damn it. Get that out again. There you go, perfect. Move forward. Oh. You never want to move forward if you're if your shields are down. Also, if you do this, it turns the shields on and off if they're connected to it. Oh. Oh, well, that's fine. I'll just do that. Get him?
On to the next one. Were those kets sent for us?
They may be. Actually, I'm not sure. Then we got shields. I don't think the shield things will give you any, but yeah, like if you turn them off, the shields turn off. It's not super useful because for the most part, you know, they were smart enough to put their shields behind where they were going to be. Or like behind the shield. So like you would have to get through the shield. Yeah, so I can scan all these, but it's not giving me any research, so there's no point. But I think I can scan their... No, I can't scan their shields. All right. Anyway, we'll get some ammo while we're here. And so we went up the right side. We'll head up the left side now. Keeping an eye out for crates and shit. Another power thing there. More of those. I can't remember what the Ket things look like. Like that thing that was just research data for the Remnant. There is a Ket version of that as well. But I don't remember what it looks like.
They
Now
got
we
the
do have to...
monolith well protected. We'll need to cut that shield's power supply.
Yeah. Which I do believe is this. Ket alloy, which is You do want to explore in this game. Like the other Mass Effect games, they reward you for exploring a little bit. This one here, especially right at the beginning. Later on, it isn't as necessary to explore because like you don't really need money. You don't really need a whole lot of resources or anything like that. Like especially if you're not just researching and building everything, but you're actually like picking and choosing what you're researching. It's definitely worth it to, you know, maybe just cruise on a little bit at the, or near the end. There you go. And I can't remember if we recruit this guy here or not.
Let's get to it before there's any more Ket. That was pretty cool.
Huh. Well, yeah. Guess it was. Still haven't told me who you are.
Oh, come on, Drac. Stop that.
Vetra, what are you doing here?
I'm with the Pathfinder. That Pathfinder.
A friend of Vetra's a friend of mine.
My name's Scott Ryder.
I'm Drac, Clan Nakmor. You'll forgive me if I didn't just trust a stranger from the Nexus. They haven't exactly treated us Krogan well. What are you doing out here?
Checking out these monoliths? The Ket seem pretty interested in this one. Looks like you cleared it out for us, though.
You said I didn't save any for you? Nexus knows shit about the Ket. They think they're safe. But they're just waiting to die out there in space. I've been quads deep on a couple of planets for a while now, taking out Ket bases, fighting ground troops. I know what they can do.
It's not pretty.
You know, Drac, we could use someone with your skills.
Tempting as that is, Vetra, I'm a little too old to be carrying humans through a fight. Besides, the day I help the Nexus again is the day the clouds part and the Ket keel over. No offense.
None taken.
Good, because I'm getting bored and the Ket are getting stronger. Seem particularly interested in this alien tech.
Remnant?
Yeah, that. I'm gonna go find more to shoot. Try to keep your head out there.
So yeah, that's Drac. As you can imagine, we will end up recruiting him later. If you played the other Mass Effect games, he's the same as every other Krogan that there is. I mean, there's really very little variation in Krogans in this universe. I mean, they're all more or less the same thing. I kind of wish that the Ket and the, fuck, I can't remember what they're called. The other aliens that you find here kind of had different research data and it wasn't just Helios. Because, well, I can't really say that, can I? What is this?
Anton, Darren T. Can't undo what happened, but we can make sure he's remembered.
That we can.
Oh,
This
fuck.
component was security tagged for Site 2.
Looks like they had some sort of special project going. Let's find the rest.
Okay. Necropsy. Only the title of this message can be clearly translated. The rest is written in Ket script. Only a few words can be translated without more language study. Partial translation. Lesser species, unremarkable, and disposal.
A field log, Pathfinder, issued to patrolling Ket.
I don't need a translation to know when I'm hearing a monster.
Adding to language database.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, are ya? What exactly are you adding? The nothing that was just spoken? Alright. I think that the rest of that, let's check the journal. Because that might be... Yeah, because we have naming the dead here. Find and scan colonist bodies. There is, I want to say one of them that, I don't know if it got fixed after I played it last. But there's one of them that's like under the ground or some shit. That's rather hard to find. What was the, no, it's just Nexus, priority. Yeah, well, whatever. That thing for Site 2, I'm trying to remember what it was about. Or like if the rest of the stuff is here, but I don't think so. I think we find the rest of the stuff like at Site 2. Site 2 we could actually go to right now, I do believe. It is possible. It's not like blocked off or anything. It's not very far away from Site 1, which is where we already were and got the Nomad. Shit, we're not going to be able to get into the... oh, well, that's not bad, actually. That's just level 1. Just want to climb this thing. Oh. Let's go this way. Here we are. Ah, glyph.
Levels normal.
Boop. Okay, so then the other one's up there. How many glyphs of this one do I need? Just 2? Okay. So then the other one is over there. Oh, damn it, didn't quite make it. That's fine. Oh. Hey, Ryder, you want it? There we go. Weirdo. Then up here should be the other one. They're not all, like, climb the things. There are other ones where you actually have to work around. There's one on the one planet that's actually rather annoying to find all the pieces to. Let's see. Is there any chests around here? There's usually at least one chest, but since this is in a Ket base, there may not be. Eh, well, whatever. Alright. Hey, and we leveled up again. Great.
Interface accepted.
Done. The monoliths are online and connected to... something in the lake? This could be the master switch we're looking for.
I'll meet you there. Don't do anything without me.
Oh, nice. Tier 2 research projects unlocked. I think the Tier 2 projects... we have to research the Tier 1 version of the thing before we can get the Tier 2 ones. Let's see, I still need to put more points into this, so we'll pop some into stability. How many does that give me? 7? So if I bump up barricade, boop. That's what it is. Power cells are used for certain abilities. Maybe. Yeah, power cell capacity. That's what those red ones are for. So there we go. Now I can pump some into combat fitness and unlock my and unlock my fuck. I have the words. I know the words. The words are there. Weapon slots. That's the words I was looking for. And I can unlock my other weapon slots. I don't think I want to switch. Grants sustained damage bonus for every target killed. Yeah. Battlefield when observe enemies through walls when using a scope and while evading a brief cloaking device. Yeah, so I don't really care. If anything, I would rather go back to Sentinel. But the combat drone, all combo, tech construct, like this helps my thing because it gives me my construct health regen, damage. I just need to actually pump some points into it. So let's see. If I go to combat fitness, my extra holster is there. That's where I get my first or my third weapon unlocked. And then when I go up to here, I can get my last one. So you can choose either or, but you can only, I think you can only choose one once you go down this way. Like you can have rank 4 consumables or regeneration, and I don't think that it matters which one you take for the next one. You can take one or the other. So like if I take regeneration, I can then take extra holster and then go back down to in the trenches. I'm not saying that's what I'll do. I don't even damage resistance in cover. That's not bad. Low health damage resistance. That's pretty good. I don't remember if you can take both or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing not, since it says it has like 6 little levels to it. But anyway, point is, you don't have to, like, if you want the extra holster, you don't have to take consumables, because I don't fucking use consumables. I don't care. I'd rather have the health regen and shield regen. Like, that would be so much better for me. But yeah, once I get that bumped up, then I'll probably put more points into my turret and get that doing a little bit more damage. But yeah, that's the Ket base. So that next part there is like the actual important bit. There's one on every planet. Like the next thing we go into, there's one on every planet. And we have to activate the 3 monoliths to find it, and then we got to go to it and go through it. Now they're important, or what's important though, is that like the monoliths and pretty much everything in the game almost, you can come back to however often you want. There is 0 reason to worry about missing something in them because you can come back to it. But where we're going next,
So
you
this technology
have
on
to make
Habitat
sure.
7 was messing with the planet?
We don't have all the answers yet.
Don't expect any from the Nexus. They got a few reports, then the Ket showed up. No time to study weird tech.
Probably best to focus on the people shooting at you.
Yeah. But these, I don't remember what they're called exactly. Let's see, is this it? This is it. But like these areas here, when you go through them, it's important to search around and find everything in them. Because not only is there usually a lot of stuff and a lot of Remnant research, which is important for me because I end up using the Remnant armor. All right. The other thing is there is an item in every one.
Look there. Coming out of the lake.
You will show it when we first get it.
Let's see.
But anyway,
Opening up.
yeah, it is.
See a door. Come on!
Not only do you see a door, there's a bridge.
Whoa, it's forming a bridge.
Looks solid. If not, prepare to swim.
But yeah, there's one item in here. PB will actually give us one right away. Well, I guess she doesn't give us one. She finds one anyway and starts playing with it right away. And then they are an item that we can pick up, and they only drop from a few different places. And I can't remember exactly why, but we need them for something. But anyway, that'll be it for this part. Unfortunately, I am going to leave you hanging on this. Hopefully the audio is, hopefully I fixed the audio. Like I said, I did do a test before I started recording and it seemed to work. So I'll turn on Darksiders right after this and see if I can fix that one while I'm thinking of it. But Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.